السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله الحمد لله الذي هدانا في دين الإسلام ونعمده ونشكره ونستعينه. أعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ومن يضلل الله فلا هادي له ومن يضلل فلا مضل له. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وعلى كل شيء قدير. ونشهد أن نبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم إمام الرسول وخاتم النبيين وبشرى العالمين. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه لا يوم يبعثون. أما بعد، أيها عباد الله، كما قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم من سورة التوبة: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن عدة الشهور إن الله 12 شهرا في كتاب الله يوم خلق السماوات والأرض منها 4 حرم، ذلك الدين القيم، فلا تسلموا فيهن أنفسكم وقاتلوا المشركين كافة كما يقاتلونكم كافة واعلموا أن الله مع المتقين. صدق الله مولانا العظيم وبلغ رسول الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين. Praise be to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the universe. We thank Him, we praise Him, we glorify His name. This is the Allah who has the control of all our affairs and is the only one who deserves to be worshipped. And this is the Almighty Allah who sent our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to be a warner and to give a good tidings for all mankind and jinn. We're asking Almighty Allah to shower His blessing upon the noble Prophet, his household, all the Sahaba, the progeny, and those of us who follow the religion of Islam until we go back to Him. My brothers and sisters, we are thankful to Almighty Allah that He spared our life to meet again today for another Jummah. May Almighty Allah don't let this one be our end. May He let us perform many Jummah in our lifetime. As we are going to educate ourselves or remind ourselves about the word of Almighty Allah. Nothing we are going to say that we never had before. But Allah said, "Fasakiri inna fati sikira tanfa'ul mu'minin." So whenever you gather together, use my word as a remembrance so that we can guide us from the area that we are going astray. May Allah continue to guide us. In this surah, that's chapter 9 of the Holy Quran, Surah At-Tawbah, verse 36. What I'm going to do today is going to be verbatim. All the proof or all the evidences I'm going to use today, I'm going to quote it verbatim from the way it is. Because we Muslims, we are too weak. We don't try to seek knowledge. We just believe whatever the Imam said, whatever this one said. We don't try to educate ourselves. And the Prophet ﷺ already told us, "Talabul ilmu faridatun ala kulli muslimin wa muslimatin." So seek knowledge is important for both Muslim, male and female. So we need to do that. In this surah, Allah is saying, "Inna indata shuhuri indallahi isna asharan shahran fi kitabillahi yawma khalaqa samawati wal arda minha arba'atun hurumun salika dinul qayyim fala taslimu fihinna anfusakum wa qatilu mushrikina kafatan kama yuqatilunakum kafatan wa alamu anna Allaha ma'al muttaqin." He said the number of months in the sight of Allah is 12 months in a year. So ordained by him the day he created the heavens and earth. Of them, 4 are sacred months. That is the straight usage. So wrong not yourself therein and fight the pagans altogether as they fight you altogether. But know that Allah is with those who restrain themselves. So we know 12 months is in a year. That is the way Allah, when Allah created heaven and earth, that's for us. And now while we're going to discuss this issue, it is because very appropriate. 2021 is coming to an end. This is Gregorian calendar. And today is the eve of the end of the year. So that's why we want to bring out some of the issue that is going on and what we are doing. Out of the Sakar months that Allah mentioned here, the Prophet ﷺ let us know that these are the Rajab, Sulqada, Sulhijjah, and Muharram. These are the 4 months that we cannot fight war, we cannot do injustice, we cannot do any wrongful things to ourselves. So that is Allah. But as we know that today is the end of the year, many people believe that every year that's coming to an end or any year that meets us in this life, we have to celebrate. Can we Muslims celebrate the new year? It's forbidden. Because this is not part of our own year. This is not our own calendar year. Our own starts from Muharram, Safar, Rabiul Awal, Rabiul Thani, Jumad al-Awal, Jumad al-Thani, Rajab, Shaban, Ramadan, which we pass in the month, Shawwal, Sulqada, and Sulhijjah. That is our own month that we can embrace, that we can celebrate, we can do a lot of things. This year that the Christians are doing is for the idol worshiping. And I'm going to read, and every one of us is free to go and Google what is the origin of the new year. Because we don't do research. That's why we get carried away when they are telling us, "Oh, Happy New Year, we are going to do this, we are going to do that." No. Now, they say January 1st becomes New Year's Day. Let us go to the history right now, quickly. The early Roman calendar consists of 10 months. Their month is 10 months and 304 days, with each new year beginning at the vernal equinox. According to the tradition, it was created by Romulus, the founder of Rome, in the 8th century BC. A later king, Numa Pompilius, is credited with adding the months of January and Januarius and Februarius. They have 10 months before. But this king now added 2 months, making January because their year started from March. Over the century, the calendar fell out of sync with sun, and in 46 BC, the Emperor Julius Caesar decided to solve the problem by consulting with the most prominent astronomers and mathematicians of his time. He introduced the Julian calendar, which closely resembled the more modern Gregorian calendar that most countries around the world use today. As part of his reform, Caesar instituted January 1st as the first day of the year, partly to honor the month's namesake, Janus, the Roman god of beginnings. The Roman gods of beginnings, whose two faces allow him to look back into the past and forward into the future. When you go on Google, you will see the head. It has eyes in the front, in the back. That means know the future, and it says it can tell you what has happened in the past. Romans celebrated by offering sacrifices to Janus, exchanging gifts with one another, decorating their homes with laurel branches, and attending raucous parties. In medieval Europe, Christian leaders temporarily replaced January 1st as the first of the year with days carrying more religious significance, such as December 25th, the anniversary of Jesus' birth, and March 25th, the feast of Annunciation. Pope Gregory VIII reestablished January 1st as New Year's Day in 1582. Now that we've had the genesis of the new year, how it came into existence, that means that they are worship, that is their God that they worship. So, therefore, we Muslims, we must not join them in the celebrations. But some Muslims will be asking, some of them will go to the masjid tonight, saying they want to do tahajjud. Into New Year, they are going to read the whole of the Quran, they are going to make some special prayer, then people will come over there. What are we doing that for? They are celebrating the idol worship that is their God. We are not part of it. The same thing happened with Christmas. We want to join them to celebrate Christmas. If you go into the history and Google how the Christmas became, Jesus was not born on the 25th. We can see this was a pagan, done by the youth in Denmark. But in order to cop them into Christianity, the Catholic now bring the Christmas now, the birth of Jesus now, into that date. That's some of them believe in it, some of them they don't celebrate it. But many people are just ignorant, they just want to go with the flow. And now for us now to come and join them to do, we cannot join them to do any New Year, any celebrations. We cannot say, even though if you don't go to the mosque, that 12 daughters, I'm going to be in my house doing tawajud, making nafila, and I'm going to read. No. What the Prophet said, Mutashabaha biqawmi fahuwa minhu. Whoever emulates a group, that person is part of that group. We are Muslim. And some of the people will now say, oh, if we're using Gregorian calendar for all our activities, birthday, holidays, paycheck and everything, yes. They impose their will on us. We have no choice than to use it for all our activities and to get payment. We have no alternative. But as far as the celebration is concerned, we have alternative. Our alternative is we have our Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr. These are the ones that were ordained by Allah, and this is the one that the Prophet celebrated when he was alive. We have nothing to do with their pagan holidays. If we join in them to do it now, they don't care about us. They don't follow about us. Why it's only we Muslims that we cannot stand by our faith? We just want to blend in. We just want to, flow with them. No. And if we go to Surah 4, Surah An-Nisa, verse 115. This is what Allah said. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَمَنْ يُشَاقِقِ الرَّسُولَ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا تَبَيَّنَ لَهُ الْهُدَى وَيَتَّبِعْ غَيْرَ سَبِيلِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ نُوَلِّهِ مَا تَوَلَّى وَنُصْلِهِ جَهَنَّمَ وَسَاءَتْ مَصِيرًا. Allah said, if anyone contends with the messenger, even after guidance has been plainly conveyed to him, and follows a path other than that becoming to men of faith, we shall leave him in the path he has chosen and land him in hell. What an evil refuge. We're now telling us now, no matter how we're using their system now for our daily activity to get payment, to get holiday, to get this, because we have no choice. And this is not a Muslim nation that we are. That's the rule. But if we now say because we are here now, we are going to be joining them now, whatever they do, we have to do it. This is what Allah is telling us now. You are part of them, and it's going to lead you in a Jahannam, in a hellfire. Do we have to fear Allah? Or we have to fear human beings because of what they are going to say? If we say we are not part of them, we are not celebrating with them, we should be able to tell them categorically. They don't even believe in our religions. They don't even believe in our prophets. They will tell us, your prophet is dead, our God is not dead, because they believe Prophet Isa والسلام, is their Lord, is their God, and he lives, and he never died. And that's why they were telling you, if you don't follow their way, you are not going to paradise. Where do they say that? Who told them that? Who gave them that guarantee? So that's why we need to learn. You cannot become a follow. And so because they are doing it, we have to do it. No. We have to make sure celebration of Christmas, celebration of New Year, we have nothing to do with that. Let them do their own. We have so many things we can do. Why don't we embrace our own Muharram? What have we done to celebrate Muharram, our first new year? What gift have we done to give to our children to let them know this is our day, this is our new year? We did not come together to the masjid. We did not celebrate. We did not decorate our home. We did not decorate everything and let them see, what are you doing? Why are you decorating? Oh, this is our new year. We don't do that. And when the Chinese New Year is coming, you are going to see the activities. The Japanese, you are going to see activities. Other nations, the Hindus, you are going to see activities. Even though the Hanukkah, the Jewish, they will go to see activities. And the black here now have nothing to do now. They say they are celebrating Kwanzaa. And some people too, we join them for that 10 days, on the 21st to the 30th of this month, they're celebrating Kwanzaa. What is Kwanzaa? And we join them when Allah has given us authentic religions. Why we not be able to stay with our faith? And if we look at Surah Al-Kafirun, Quran 109, when the Prophet ﷺ was propagating Islam, and the pagans of Mecca at that time said, they went to him, look, we are going to have a truce. We don't see the God you said we have to worship. What we are going to do now not to have problem within ourselves, on Friday we will come to your masjid, and we will pray with you. On Saturday and Sundays, you will come and join us. So if you agree with this, no problem. We're not going to fight you. We're not going to go after you. We're not going to go after your followers. That was a proposal. Prophet did not give them any answer until Allah revealed this ayah, this surah to them. And many of us, we are reading this ayah to do our prayer, but we don't know the meaning. Why? Because we just memorize and we care less about knowing the meaning of what surah we are reading. And it's in those days that we can say, oh, I don't understand Arabic. Every language now has the Quran translated into the different languages. Instead of us to pick it up, no, we rather waste time on the internet, on social media, and just say, oh, this Imam said it, this scholar said it, this is what he said that. That's not enough. Now let us say, when they went to the Prophet, what did Allah tell him? Bismillah ar-Rahman rahim Kuli ya ayyuhal kafirun. He said, oh, Prophet, call them by their name. They are that, O ye that reject faith. La a'bud man ta'budun. I worship none that which you worship. Wala antum abiduna ma abud. Nor will you worship that which I worship. Wala anu abidu ma abaditum. And I will not worship that which you have been want to worship. Lakum wala antum abiduna ma abud. Nor will you worship that which I worship. Lakum dinukum waliyadin. To you be yours, and to me mine. Allah has given a clear demarcation right there. Do what you believe. La ukra fi din. There's no compulsion on religion. If that is what you guys want to do, follow it. If you don't want to follow the Rasulullah before Muhammad Sallallahu, you want to follow Prophet Isa, Moses, and all the prophets, that's what you want to do. When the clear sign has come to you, it's okay. Go ahead. If you want to worship Asnam, idols, okay. But we have our own. If they don't run to us to learn about us, to want to imitate us, to want to do with us, why would we be running to them? A little things we're thinking we are doing good well is going to land us in another place when we go back to Allah, because we are not steadfast in our religion. For tonight, those of you who are still thinking that you are going to any masjid to go and do end of the year prayer, special prayer, going to the new year, don't waste your time. Don't do it. It's not part of your celebrations. It's not part of your deen. You have nothing to do with it. Stay away and stay clear. Even though if you don't go to the mosque, you don't stay in your house and say at 12 o'clock, I'm going to do Nawafil. And I'm going to read some Quran to pray for the new year. This is not your new year. This is a pagan new year. Don't join them. May Allah continue to guide us. May Allah continue to make us good Muslims. Shaitan is very powerful. He wants to make sure he derails us from our path that Allah has prepared for us. May Allah send Satan away from us. Alhamdulillah. Wa salatu wa salam ala ashrafil mursalin. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walahu ila yawmi yub'asun. Amma ba'd. Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Min husn Islam limarihi tariku ma la ya'ni. This hadith from Abu Hurairah said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, part of someone's being a good Muslim is his living alone that which does not concern him. It's right there. When he was living, the Prophet left us Quran and his Sunnah. He didn't do all this. We didn't know any Sahaba did it. So why now we are going to join them? We are not supposed to partake in any activities of the Christians or the Jews. We have our own way of worshiping Allah. We have our own way of doing our own celebration. So what else do we need? Why are we modern things or why are we jumping? We need to stay by our faith and stay by our religions. And why we are not stable is simply because we don't want to learn. We don't want to learn. Allah has already told us, I've given you a clear way. The road to the right and the way to the left. You have to choose. You want to stand by Allah or you want to stand by Shaitan? And these are the people that they cannot save themselves, talk less of saving you on the day of Qiyamah. So why can't we stand by by our religion. And your imams, they will be telling you, it's not good, don't do it. Oh, my co-workers, oh, my family, or my this or my that. What has that got to do with you? Why don't you say with your own religion? When Allah says, Geril Magdubi alayhim waladolin, Allah is angry with the Christians and the Jews because of their way of worshiping and the person they call Allah who is not God. Did you call Isa alayhi salatu wasalam as their God? And did you call Uzeri as their God? We don't have that. We only know Allah as our God. No one can see Allah. But we saw those people, they eat, they clothe, they go to the toilet, they do everything. How can they be God? That is madness. So, last shirku billah, and that is shirku. Where you have another God beside Allah, is shirku. And that's one of the kabair min as-sunubi that Allah will not forgive. Associating partner with Allah. Say, Kul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. Muhammad tell them, Allah is one, not three in one as the Christians. Allahu samad. Every one of us will have to think about Allah every day. Lam yalid, no begotten, wa lam yulad, not once begotten, wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. No one to compare with Allah. What else do we want? In conclusions, in Surah Al-Ghashiyah, Allah told Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Fasakir innama anta musakiru, la sa'alin bi musaitiri." Your own is to remind them about Allah's injunction. You are not going to enforce anyone or impose anything on them or force them not to take it. No. Your own is to deliver the message. Which your leaders of everyone, they will be telling you, celebration of New Year, celebration of Christmas is forbidden. We have nothing to do with that. But if you don't listen, you choose to go on your own, you're on your own. Because it has come clear to you now. Allah already said, as we said before, that after the guidance has come to you, anyone who opposes the Prophet's way, opposes Allah's way, is going to lead that person into Jahannam. What else do we need? What evidence again do we need? But my brothers and sisters, let us continue to try to learn about our religion. Get a copy of the Quran at your home in your language. You can read, you can understand. If you don't read, the Christians, you see them, everybody, they teach their kids. They can read English, they have the Bibles. We don't have Arabic, we cannot read Arabic now, but everything is now translated into about local languages now. How come we cannot pick it up? If we were able to read this for ourselves, then we are not going to have problem of saying, oh, we can celebrate, because it's already clear there. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Then you will see it. No matter how we say now, I say no. But don't follow any leader who is going to tell you any celebration that comes, we are alive, we have to celebrate, we have to make dua, we have to make this. My brother and sister, do not do so. Don't follow them. Because it's going to lead you astray, it's going to lead you in the hellfire. May Almighty Allah save us from hellfire. May Allah continue anything that is going to derail our iman, our faith. May Allah prevent us from such a thing. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهب لنا من لدنك رشدا ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار أقول قولي هذا وأقيموا الصلاة